Hi, I'm Sherry, and welcome back to The Eyes Have It. I was tagged by Gina Pearson on October 18th, and I'm just now getting around to doing the tag video. I love this tag, and I've seen a bunch of people do it, so I wanted to do it. So when she tagged me, I was like, yay! Alright, it is a short tag, which I love. It's 8 questions, so let's get going. Okay, number 1. TV show you love but should not confess to. I do not watch stuff like Housewives of Orange County and that kind of stuff. It all depends on what you think is something I shouldn't confess to. I'm a big reality show junkie, so I've watched Survivor ever since it started. American Idol. I was a big American Idol fan until the last couple seasons. Like I said, it's all perspective. It's not necessarily guilty pleasure to me because I really enjoy it, but it might be to you. Alright, number 2, food. You eat what? And I am a picky eater. I'm not quite so bad as I was when I was young, but I'm a picky eater. I will say, so I don't think there's really much in my life now that would make you say, you eat what? But I will say when I was a child, nobody believes that a kid who grew up eating rabbits and squirrels from the forest became a picky eater. But I was a picky eater already, and I just kept on being a picky eater. But yeah, my dad would hunt. I'm from Ohio, and when hunting season started, it was like a holiday. And my dad he didn't do deer much, but he did rabbits and squirrels, and he was a great cook. So he had a way of making them, even though there's not much meat there, especially on a squirrel, he had a way of making them really delicious. So that's probably it, that all through my childhood I ate bunnies and squirrels. Alright, number 3, music. I love it and others just cringe at it. Well, I'm really, really big into 80s disco, and I know a lot of people hate that. But anything, that's 80s or sounds like 80s, it's got that nice bump, bump, bump to it. And even music from today that is kind of done like that, I absolutely love. So that'd probably be it, because I know loads of people hate disco. Number 4, my guilty online habit. Oh, Lord, what isn't my guilty online habit? I am retired, and so, I don't have to go to work every day. And there are days when I'm, on that computer, way too much of the day. You know what I would say? It's not technically online because I don't play it online, but my guilty habit is The Sims 3 on PlayStation. I have been a Sims addict for years. And my little sis and I play it all the time, and I play it almost every night when she's not here. Okay, number 5, I love to wear, but I shouldn't. When Clinton Kelly was on What Not to Wear, he and his partner were all about that short people shouldn't wear capris. I live in capris in the nicer weather. I live in capris, and I don't care. I'm a person who runs hot, and I love capris. I don't care. Okay, and just generally sweatpants and sweatshirts, because if I'm home most of the time and all I'm doing is walking the dog, I'm not going to dress up to walk the dog. I'm just going to throw on a sweatpants and sweatshirt, especially as it's starting to get cold. Right. Number 6. Movie you should not love so much, but you do. Any of the teen movies, the old teen movies, the Brat Pack movies. Pretty in Pink is a big fave of mine. The Breakfast Club. American Pie is a good example. I mean, I was probably in my 40s or so when the first one came out, and I laughed my behind off. But in general, I don't like crude humor. So it's just weird. It's just got to hit me just right or I'm just like disgusted by it. But that movie, it just made me howl. I don't know. I don't know. Funny habit. This is number 7. Funny habit that people comment on. I have a tendency, and I have for years, I have a tendency to make up words. Or to use words that young people have come up with that most people my age don't use. And so when I'm commenting on people's posts on Facebook, it's not at all unusual for me to come up with, something strange and unusual. I don't know if this is a real word or a real saying, but when the political situation starts heating up and people start posting a lot, people who are on the same side as me politically start posting stuff about the other side and about, how they lied and said this when that wasn't true or whatever the case may be. I came up with the word asshat. I don't know where that came from. Asshat. And so people now know. Now I see other people on Facebook using the word asshat. I don't know if they learned it from me or what. I don't know. But anyhow, weird. Okay, number 8. Makeup look that you love but is just so wrong. The only thing I can think of is that you will hear people say that you should never do a bold eye and a bold lip at the same time. Who cares? If I feel like putting on a bold lip and a bold eye at the same time, I'm going to do it, I don't care whether it's in style. I don't care whether some people consider it a faux pas. If it works for me and I can rock it, who cares? All right. So that is the Guilty Pleasures tag. Gina, thank you so much for tagging me because I really did want to do this tag. And I am so sorry it took me so long to get around to it. It's just been one of those times where I had so many videos on my list that it just took me a while to get around to it. All right, who can I tag who hasn't already done it? Jen from Makeup by Shave. Do you do tags? I don't know if I've ever seen you do a tag, but I think you'd be great at this one because you're funny. All right, thanks for watching. See you next time.